What's going on? Welcome to View the Right Thing, and this is Winning Time, episode 9, called Acceptable Loss. It opens with Claire explaining to Jerry Buss that the team is basically broke, and with Jerry spinning like an emperor, the Lakers better make it to the finals, or else. Claire also tries to get Dr. Buss to let Jeannie work with her at the forum, but Jerry is like, no dice. She's got to take care of her grandmother and the doctors. Speaking of doctors, good news, Jerry. The doctors have cleared Coach McKinney for business. Bad news, Jerry. Now you've got to decide between the hothead in Jack McKinney or the hot hands in Pat Riley and Paul Westhead. Dr. Buss is stumped, so he goes to Jerry West and he begs for help. West is reluctant to get involved at first, but he's like, give me some time, I got you. But who's got Pat? That's what Riley's worried about. He's getting paranoid that he and Paul Westhead are going to get pulled right before the finals, which is exactly what Kareem has to do to Spencer Haywood at practice. During the scrimmage, Spencer was bugging out, so Kareem pulls him aside and hits him with the "you know I spar with Bruce Lee" look, and Spencer starts to talk. He admits that he has a drug problem, but promises that he's going to get clean before the playoffs. That is, if Kareem won't rat him out. Kareem doesn't like it, but he tells Spencer that he's got his back. Meanwhile, Jessie Buss's condition has only gotten worse, and the doctors tell her son that she's only got days to live. And sadly, they're right, because later she has a stroke, and even worse, it puts Grandma Buss in a coma. Meanwhile, Jerry West catches back up with Jerry Buss, and he's like, remember that thing I say I'd help you with? Yeah, not gonna do that. Go with your gut. And Dr. Buss must be able to stomach Jack McKinney more than most, because that's exactly where he heads to talk about the job. But when he gets there, what? He notices that Jack is still way too sick to coach. He nopes out of there super fast. In the end, he must have made the right choice, because the Lakers reach the NBA Finals. But even as they do, Dr. Buss has to decide to take his mother off the ventilator. The loss of his mother and hero hits Dr. Buss extremely hard, but his Lakers have punched their tickets to the NBA Finals, and they're celebrating at the Forum Club. But all of that gets cut short, because Spencer Haywood is wildin'. His drug problem has gotten out of control. This forces Kareem's hand, and he reports Spencer to the coaches, and they call in the rest of the team to hash it all out. Riley argues to let Haywood stay. He's like, okay, hear me out. Drugs are bad, but losing is worse. But Westhead is like, nah. This impacts the players, they should be the ones to decide his fate. In the end, Kareem decides that it's all gonna go down to a vote. After the vote, Kareem speaks with Haywood in the locker room and he lets him know the deal. The acceptable loss was him. Haywood is hurt and he feels betrayed. He even suspects that it was racial bias from the coaches that sealed the deal. But Kareem was like, nah, player, this was a team-only vote. And to make matters worse, Kareem tells him that it was him that cast the deciding vote. This sets Spencer off, and he leaves the locker room in a rage. The episode closes out with Kareem ordering Magic to hit the skyhook, and Spencer Haywood ordering a hit out on his former teammates. Uh-oh, looks like Spence ain't ready to let bygones be bygones. If you like the content, hit that like and subscribe, then ring the bell and leave a comment. It helps the channel grow. Once again, thanks for watching View the Right Thing. Peace.